What's up, guys? We're alive, ready for this show to get on the road. There's Lou, Nick, and Coach Andre with the head-ons, and you can't see me, you know me, whatever that means. So with that said, guys, let's get this show on the road. Enjoy the intro.
First round pick. Hey, throw that list away, all right?
Why are we around?
Welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From our homes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth. This ain't no game, it's our passion on display.
The baby
Chiefs
himself.
Blitz podcast, real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
I would even bring NBS back in the middle of the season.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Here we are. Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com. I'm your host, Nick Athan.
Never not funny, Nick. Never not funny.
Hey, man, I'm going to ride the MVS thing. It's going to be what I'm going to be left for. When he's a mid-season replacement next year, you all going to be laughing at me.
We'll see. I don't know.
They laugh no more.
Seattle paid him some real money, though, didn't they?
I got $4 million, something like
a
that.
little bit.
Yeah.
So with speaking of real money, let's hear from our sponsor, Underdog.
Let's roll.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL where you're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right out the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
Woof, woof. That's right. Chiefs Blitz. We appreciate the Underdog Fantasy guys. Remember, just make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz. They got a whole bunch of games on there. Baseball season now, it's crazy chaos with all the baseball stuff they have out there. I was sifting through it the other day, played the chance for $500,000. I did not win. And I probably spent a little bit more than I should have, but I did it anyway because I thought, hey, I got a real chance here. And of course, the Yankees use their fungo bats. And
that's right.
And they're I call them the Popeye bats.
Take the Yankees.
Yeah. So but anyway, I'm Nick Athan.
It is not a proprietary item, Nick. I believe anybody that wants to use those bats can use them.
I've never seen that before. I saw that. And then the Yankees are cheating again. And I didn't realize this is something that other teams and other players could do. It should be noted, Aaron Judge is not one of those guys, even though he's got, 15
You still got to hit the ball. I mean, it's just like the steroid era. You still have to hit the ball. I mean, you can be juiced up. You can have a different kind of bat. You still got to make contact. And so, we'll see if other teams follow suit and it just becomes the year of the long ball again.
There we go. Yankees are cheating. That's right.
So with that said, let's get into our updates from Chiefs Blitz.
Let's do it. All right. The Chiefs have a scheduled visit with top 30 visit with Auburn defensive tackle Philip Bleedy per Draft Guide Jimmy. I don't know Draft Guide Jimmy, but apparently his news and intel is strong. Not surprised. I think the Chiefs will draft at least 2 defensive tackles in this upcoming draft. I don't know anything.
If they're smart, they will. If they smart, they will.
Well, I think they're smart. They've won
smart
3 of the last 6 Super Bowls and been to 5 Super Bowls. And
I hope Veach can teach. Veach can teach, man. You know what I'm saying?
They'll be all right.
I hope you can.
I trust Joe Cullen, the defensive line coach, and I certainly trust
it seems like the guys that they're bringing in are kind of like fringe, like mid to late rounders, and some even are probably
serviceable.
Like potentially UDFAs.
Yep, I think so too.
So anyway, I mean, obviously, that's certainly a position that they're going to be looking at. And one of the things that I've really noticed in doing these mock drafts And again, you kind of have to take them with a grain of salt. It is whoever's available in your particular projection or your simulation, whatever you're using. What I'm finding is that where the Chiefs are positioned, it seems like it's going to be really heavy defense.
Yes.
I think they're going to have an opportunity to draft 3 or 4 defensive linemen, couple inside, couple edge rushers, and those would be well within the value picks. Again, in my estimation, I don't know how they have their board stacked, but just in general, it just looks to me like that's kind of where the meat of the draft is.
Right.
You can certainly find the other positions, and I'm sure they will, but I wouldn't be shocked if 4 of these picks are defensive linemen.
Yeah, me neither.
You got another update as well.
All right, let's see what else we got. The Chiefs have scheduled a top 30 visit with Pittsburgh linebacker Brandon George. Probably what? This is a mid-level guy, mid-round guy kind of player. Don't know that much about him.
His name mentioned anywhere. I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
Obviously, but just is an anecdotal thing. That just a bunch of these names aren't ones that you typically see in terms of it. But again, we don't know how their board is stacked. We have no idea why they're bringing these guys in. In most cases, I would imagine they are a little bit lower down the board on their board, and just to see, do we need to move these guys up, or potentially they've had injuries and other things that they may want to check on.
All right. Players with 2 first names always ball hot. That's G-Pick. Love it. G-Pick. I don't think I've seen you on before. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. There we go.
With the pick. I hope G-Pick do mock drafts too, man, because we got to see what G-Pick's mind's at.
That is actually correct. G-Pick. Hense Todd is 2 first names. So we always talk everything you do. So, yeah, that is actually correct.
I think the line is, don't ever trust a guy that has 2 first names.
Hey, you'll never would know he can do.
And then if they are 2 girls' names, forget it. If you guys remember the old football coach, he coached at Pitt, A&M, and so forth. His name was Jackie Sherrill. Very untrustworthy.
Jackie Sherrill, that's right.
Jackie Sherrill.
2 women's names.
And also another update.
Nothing against women. It's just one of those things, yeah.
That's right. The Chiefs continue to expand their international brand as part of the new global markets program through the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs have updated and been awarded United Kingdom and Spain. That's going to make Mango happy because now he's going to be able to see the Chiefs in the United Kingdom. I believe this also counts Ireland as well.
Very tickled.
He was very ecstatic about this earlier today. So
very tickled, man.
So along with the German market and the Mexico market and a few others, the Chiefs have a pretty strong brand nationwide.
Michael Jordan's.
What do you think? Is Jordan a first name though?
Paul George, yeah.
They've turned it into a first name, right? I mean, probably about 40 years ago.
I know a lot of Jordan. I know several Jordans. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So that's why we say Hense Todd, and it's very, very first.
Well, I guess you first coming. I guess you.
I am
in line. You first in line.
We'll see.
Yeah. That's right. So Weston, he was a damn good coach, but never trust him.
Here's John Harrison with the real smoke. In 22, they had 30 meetings, and only 1 player was drafted, Jalen Watson, who ironically appears to be on the trading block. So we'll see if the Chiefs move him before the NFL draft.
Snap! He's on the trading block.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm like, seeing if you're paying attention.
Isn't that supposed to happen tomorrow, Nick?
What's that? Oh, I've had some really good April Fool's articles, but
tomorrow is the day. Right?
I stay off social media on April Fool's Day. It's just not worth it.
Don't give them away today, right?
Yeah,
don't give it away.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Oh man, but with that said, man, let's get right into Rashee Rice, man. Before we get into this draft board, can Rashee Rice come back from his injury? Luke,
not a doctor. I do play one on TV, though. I'm sure you've seen me many times. I mean, I would imagine it would be. It wasn't like an ACL, so we're talking about LCL and some other damage. So we'll see. I mean, typically ACL, 9 to 12 months to kind of get your bearings and kind of get close to where you were. And in most cases, especially playing, either receiver, running back, some of the skill positions where you carry the ball a lot, it's normally the year after that. Now, fortunately for him, the injury happened early enough in the year that by the back half of next year, he should be hitting his stride. And I would imagine just the mental reps of watching this season and sitting in meetings and everything that he does, mental reps and so forth, I'm sure he did pick up on some things. So I think, he can certainly get back to where he was and certainly be better. I mean, that's those mental reps help. Another year, working with Andy Reid, working with the offensive coaching staff, working with Patrick. Absolutely. So, I expect him to be wide receiver 1 by mid-season. Again, we'll see. You got the other thing hanging.
We have the suspension coming. Let's just talk about it.
I mean, wasn't he wide receiver 1 already?
I will say, give him like, I would say 4 games into whenever that happens. Once he comes back, give him 4 games to kind of get his legs under him. Still not going to be 100%, but I think just everything that I mentioned earlier will help him to
just keep Patrick Mahomes away from his knees, man.
I don't think he's going to make that. I don't think Patrick's going for too many more tackles
keep
this year.
Mahomes away from his knees, man. We'll be just fine. That means you block for the guy. You get to get it together, man.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this. I think he'll be ready. He's bigger than that. Everybody in the comments says he'd be like a diesel. He got some bulk on him. Hopefully more bulk, but don't lose the speed. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose the agility. All right. That's what I'm looking at. But like I said, he got bigger. He got bigger and whatnot, which was needed because to play that number 1 position, you need some bulk on you. You know what I'm saying? You need some bulk. So I'm definitely rooting for the guy,
isn't it?
That's a great picture. That's a great picture.
That's his favorite one.
That's gotta be.
Yeah, I bet his favorite shirt. He the one that got him hurt. But anyway, that's another subject for another situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, go ahead. I think the issue with Rice is, he looks like he's chiseled. He's way ahead of schedule according to reports, and now it's just going to be a matter of, what the NFL decides. That is, if they even go to court this year. There is some, this could be delayed even further because the Texas courts are total chaos. So, if he doesn't appear before a judge or, gets in front of a court in either one of the cases, there's a good chance that, this doesn't affect the Chiefs till the following year. Then it's a matter of, can he be ready for opening day? So a lot we still don't know. The anticipation is, somewhere between 2 and 6 games is going to likely be his suspension, probably likely 4. But, we don't know at this point. But at the end of the day, from the videos that we've seen of him, he looks good. I mean, some of those drills that he's been doing is like, I don't know how anybody could possibly do that kind of stuff, but he can.
Yeah. Because I think we'll also know more once he becomes cleared for contact.
Yeah.
If that happens like in the spring, now things have ramped up a little bit. If they are saying, well, hey, we're just going to take it easy through the spring, we'll wait till training camp, see how he's doing, then it might get delayed a little bit. But if all his workouts are kind of good with the non-contact stuff, I would imagine he's well on his way.
Man, as long as that, man, again, just keep it away from his knees, from them joints. He'll be just fine, man. Keep him from the slot position early. Put him on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Let him get busy with those guys one-on-one. Don't put him in the danger zone right now. We don't need a man going over the middle right now. If he do come back, keep him on the outside. Let him work those number 1 DBs on the outside. Keep him away from them linebackers, man. And you know what I'm saying? Linebackers and Patrick Mahomes, man.
He kind of makes his living across the middle.
Hell yeah. Not right now. Shit. Not with that damn injury lurking. Not with them tender knees. He don't. Shit.
That ain't no tender knees. I feel like when he come back, he's gonna be probably the number 1 wide receivers in the NFL. Because he looked like that when he was out there playing before he got hurt before the injury. Looked like he was unstoppable. So I'm not saying that because I'm a big fan of his.
You are a big fan of him. You are a big fan of him.
Put the 4s on him when he come back, and we'll see what happens.
Big gold jacket.
I think he come back very healthy, very more stronger. But is it like Lou said? It depends on what what the suspension may holds. We don't know. And Nick says the court systems in Texas are probably very slow, but we don't know. NFL probably give him 6 games a year. You don't know what they probably give him.
Well, it won't be that much. It won't be a year. I can show you that.
Pump your break, go jacket.
That's it.
He said maybe it's 4 to a year. I said, damn, did you just get 12?
No,
he said 4 to a year, man. I was like, well,
you don't know, man. You just don't know.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Sometimes
I wish I was a commissioner. Shit. I wish I was. Shit. I'd be eating. But go ahead, sir.
Speaking of wide receivers, will Worthy have a big jump from next season coming in? And then
Should I answer this one? Should I answer this?
Go ahead.
Hey, what the hell, man? You know what? All stars at the cake. Get the foundation going, guys. And absolutely, he will. He'll break records this year. Right? He gonna break records this year. Because we see he can get separation, right, guys? He can get separation. He can get
all the
separation.
time.
He got good hands, and he's a great contested catcher. You know what I'm saying? He can get that, but to really utilize what he is, you got to protect Mahomes, man. You got to protect him because I do want to see the man flourish. And I do believe he'd probably be a better version of Tyreek Hill, probably better. But we don't know that because the captain's kicking laid on his ass, so we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we would definitely see. But, hey, to answer the question, absolutely. I think he have a great explosive season if he give Mahomes some protection.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. I mean, I think the thing that impressed me the most about him was that he never really hit that sophomore, that freshman window. After 10 or 12 games of college ball, then go to the NFL and have to play, 17 games plus it turned out 3 playoff games. That's 20 games. He didn't disappoint. He got better and better. He had a little lull there for a little bit, and I think with when DeAndre Hopkins came over and the Hollywood Browns started working out with the team again, I think that made a huge impact on him, and he started to do some really cool things. And if you look at anybody who's watches the overhead view of the games, he's open a lot, and a lot of times Mahomes just didn't have the time, as Coach said. You have to be able to protect Patrick Mahomes at all costs, but Patrick Mahomes can't be afraid to throw the ball down the field to him either. And there were a couple of situations where he could have done it, he just didn't pull the trigger, and ended up settling for different things. So listen, he's kind of had an interesting offseason. I think he's going to be okay there. I don't see any suspensions coming. Kind of a he said, she said kind of situation. Lawyers will work all that nonsense out. But I think the kid, from everything we've seen, level-headed, smart, he works hard. I think he's going to have a big jump next year too. I think when him and Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice get on the same page, and Travis Kelce, that's going to be almost impossible to defend. Yeah. And I don't think we're going to see the best of this offense until probably October, sometime end of October. I think that's how long it's going to take when these guys are integrated back into it, and depending on injuries and if they draft or bring another veteran.
That's some sweet icing on that cake, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
But the second half of the season, this team's going to be I think this team offensively is going to be unbeatable.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, I guess you would hope that he can build on the momentum from the end of the year, right? As he was ascending through the playoffs. Say what you want about, in the Super Bowl, backups, whatever. The first deep one he caught was not against backups. So I dispel that a little bit. But I think that what we saw, kind of like what Rashee's ascension was, and then where he was at the beginning of last year, not that I say it's going to be identical. They're two totally different guys. But once you get those three on the field, meaning Rice, Worthy, and Hollywood, I think that's going to help them a lot too, because double teams are going to be kind of a little bit more considered by the defensive coaches, like who they're going to double team, where they're going to put they're going to lean their defense. And if he's getting one-on-one even a portion of the time, there's going to be some fireworks. So I think he's going to be as good as the group. Right. Yeah. Because that's, I think, where Nick was talking about that lull, because you didn't really have, another receiver kind of dominating on the other side. It was mostly Kelce and some, Juju and stuff over the middle. So once they kind of got Hollywood back in there, and even D-Hop being on the field, even though he didn't produce a ton,
right?
Just him being on the field, his presence opened things up a little bit. So yeah, I think Worthy on his own merit is going to be better, but then you have the dangerous guys healthy. He's going to be, I think he's going to be among the top, I don't know, maybe 20 receivers.
All right, go, Jackie, your turn. Get to blazing.
I would say, man, I think a big jump is coming because he showed it in the Super Bowl when Mahomes had time to, give him the ball. He showed what he can do no matter what, double coverage or what. He showed what he can get done out there. Like Drake said, if you can't give him no more time and Mahomes is on his ass, then you ain't going to have no.
If the cake is flat, man, I'm telling you, ain't going to eat.
Flat. Your grandma used to bake cake back in the day.
Yeah, the homemade with the real deal.
Don't run in the kitchen or the cake.
That's right. Don't say shit in the kitchen because like you gonna mess up the rotation, the momentum, you know what I'm saying, the access. You don't want to mess that up.
But again, if you got to have that fix that offensive line, and anything is possible, man. Yeah. Anything is possible.
You got to fix that damn line, boy.
Yeah. So with that said, can we see can Hollywood Brown be injury free in 2025?
Shit, that's a hell of a question to ask, bro.
That's why I posted it today.
That's a hell of a question to ask, man.
Can we get a medical person on the show?
Hell yeah! Like, can we get somebody who can break that down? Shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Go ahead, Luke.
I suppose. It was kind of a freak injury last year, so you like to think that that's probably not going to happen again. Knock on wood.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess it would. I don't know how else to answer it other than
they all cut their hair off too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen. I mean, he has not gone through a whole season, I think, but one time in his career. So
that speaks volumes.
That's not good. But
that speaks volumes.
But he is a workout warrior. He's
a workout warrior though.
Hey, you know what? I mean, it's just a lot of it's the timing, bad luck. You got to remember it was a freak play. It was a freak thing. It's happened to 2 or 3 guys in the last 10 years, that type of injury. And, he had to require surgery. If the Chiefs made a mistake, it was they didn't go for surgery right away, but he was almost cleared to play, and then he had a setback, and that was it. But, he came back, gave the Chiefs a hometown deal. I don't know if he can be injury-free. If he plays in 14 games, I would call that a huge high success.
It is.
And the fact that, again, he's got that veteran presence for the young guys, that's just as critical. So hopefully if he has an injury, it's a tweak thing or he's out for a week or two. But listen, he wanted to be back in Kansas City, and props to him. And I'm sure he's going to work his tail off in the offseason to make sure that he can be healthy.
Do we know if his previous injury ishes were soft tissue injuries?
There you go, Lou.
He had an ACL. He had I'm trying to think.
Dr. Lou.
Somebody will have to look that up for me.
Well, I'm just saying that last year's injury, that was a freak. That never happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tyreek Hill was the last one.
It wasn't like a broken collarbone. I mean, it was that sternotesticular, whatever. I can't even pronounce it, but it was something that you just don't see. So freak injuries are going to happen. I mean, once you become injury prone, it tends to follow you. And so we'll just pray for him.
We'll see.
Hope that he's ready to rock and roll.
How about this?
And his crew gets him ready to roll every week.
Hey, how about this, guy? Just keep Hollywood's ass on the outside. No more slot. Then keep his ass on the outside, then, man. Because he get a knock on the head, man. It's over, man. That boy get bruised. It's over,
hush.
Man. That boy body ain't made for the punishment, man. Like, nah, man. Keep him
he could go out there and do any better.
I'm a solid guy, man. I got some bulk to me now. I can take some punishment now.
He's not a big dude.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go across that middle, man. I'm saying.
I'll put it like this. Like Nick said, you don't know what his injury history, so you
can't be blowing the man. Shit.
That's like you going to the gas station trying to get the lottery ticket. You don't know if you're going to win or not. So. Hollywood.
I'm definitely winning one day. There's no question.
Hey, you know what? Hey, let me go on that one. Like on the gas station lottery tickets, you ain't get my $15. For real, it's like a consistent $15. You know what I'm saying? But to hit big, Nah, that's rare. I doubt that, man. But I don't know, man. Hollywood Brown is known for getting hurt so goddamn easy, man. It's like your bumper keep falling off your car, man. It's like once the bumper keep falling off your car, man, what do you do?
You just need better bolts. You'll be all right.
So with that said, speaking of something better,
how old are your cars?
Man,
really?
Shit.
99% of them are made out of plastic. So.
Man, I don't know nowadays. Shit, nowadays everything is plastic nowadays, except for the Teslas, man. Teslas, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I'm an old school cat, man. So, I keep the super glue, Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. You got the old, all right, good.
Yeah, keep the super glue handy in the
That's
WD-40.
Pure chrome.
I got in Drake car one day. My feet went to the floor like the Flintstones.
Hey, sometimes, I love to work hard though. You got to earn where you want to go, man.
My first car had a hole that I had to put a steel plate in the on the driver's side.
Does Missouri? Do you guys have to have your car inspected every year?
You got to know a guy. I know a guy.
Yeah, you have to have it inspected every year.
Do you have to pay the state whatever $50
like $15
a year or whatever?
It's $15.
Yeah. Emissions. For years, I live like right near the Ohio border, so you go across like the worst cars because they didn't have state inspection. And here at one time when I first started driving, it was twice a year, which is ridiculous. A bonanza if you had like a service shop, right? But no, I just that always like floored me when these states didn't have state inspection. You got like these rust mobiles rolling down the road, thinking, what's holding that thing together?
Hell yeah. Hey, we gotta give shout out to Fred Flintstone, man. He was the only OG that used his straight feet. See, he's a football player I want on my team. I don't want George Jetson.
Yeah.
I want Fred. Fred had good feet, man.
Give us the speed. Give us the speed, Dre.
Fred has speed. Listen, Fred is a unit. The car can go faster. Just depends on people's in the car.
Vito's coming with the heat today.
Yeah,
he's got Hollywood's injury issues with his.
Here it is. Yeah, John Harrison, ankle sprain,
about his
sprain,
intimate relationship
with ouch.
No, it's an ouch, John. You're right, because the boy body ain't built for the physicality, guys. Everybody in the comment section know the boy ain't built for it. So what we gonna do with him, huh? Can't put my special teams, man, because like the boy is just
not a special teamer. Give me a break, will you?
The boy's tender, man.
You and your special teams, man. You need.
I embody special teams.
We need an intervention.
Man. I love my special team guys, man.
All right, we're gonna before the draft, we're doing a special teams intervention on you.
Hell yeah, you would. I'm with it.
I'm gonna bring a priest in and everything.
It's all about the muscle in them calves, man.
Exercise.
You gotta have good muscle in them calves, boy. Yes. Good punter.
But with that said, should the Chiefs draft a wide receiver early?
Hell
nah. You don't know what you're gonna get for the Hollywood Brown. You don't know if Rashee Rice is going to be suspended.
That's true.
What should they do with there? So they draft a wide receiver early.
I say you draft one every year.
Yeah,
absolutely. It depends on how early. I would say if you're like in the first 3 rounds, again, and I'll be bang on this drum forever. Value. If there's a receiver available when you're picking, and your other positions that you've thought were going to be valuable, those guys aren't there, take the best player. Yep. If that best player is a wide receiver, go ahead and take him. Now, you're not going to take them every round, but if you get one, hey, if a guy, and I said it before, if a guy like Luther Burden III falls, if a guy like Matthew Golden from Texas falls, could you imagine that 2 years in a row the Chiefs take a Texas receiver that runs in the 4.2s?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Come on,
and they get Jadon Blue in the 3rd round or something.
So yeah, I mean, all kidding aside, yeah, absolutely. If
y'all would take him in early first,
if you've got one, if
Luther's there, you take him in the 1st round.
Again, I'm repeating myself, and hopefully this is for everybody in the chat.
Nah.
And it's especially for Coach Dre, because I have to repeat myself every week or every day. I guess every other day.
Wrong with that.
If the top, and I don't even know if they're even looking at a tackle in the 1st round, unless one of the special ones falls.
I think that's a smoke screen. Right? I really do.
If Simmons were to fall, if Banks were to fall, maybe. But I'm not going to force a 2nd round guy in that 31st pick. So if it's a defensive tackle, absolutely. If you have, that's your best player. If it's an edge player, take the edge player. If it's a wide receiver, take the wide receiver. So
Oh, so basically, what you're saying, Lou, is basically the best valuable position. If they high, let's say Luther Burden and Banks is right there. Who you taking? The best pick. Both Luther Burden probably the best out of the
if they
believe,
they believe Kelvin Banks is ready to start day one, and they say the hell with Jalen Moore, we paid you this money, whatever. Yeah, then you take him. Mm-hmm. If you believe that Jalen Moore, you paid him this money because you believe he's going to be the answer at left tackle, at least for the next year or two, then I'm taking somebody that's going to put the ball in the paint or somebody that's going to get to the quarterback.
That's okay. Sam, they believe in him. You're right. They believe in him.
Like we said earlier, you can't get to your receivers if you can't stand up straight.
Hell, man. Hey, if the foundation, sorry, bro, there's no need for there's no need for a receiver, right?
You go look for a house, the house look good, you buy it, then the floor start falling in because it can't hold up foundation. So the team is Patrick Mahomes line can't hold up foundation, then not. But again, yes, I agree.
The line is made of straw, guys.
I agree with Lou. They should draft a receiver if he's sitting there. If a guy's sitting there in the top round, is he fall to you guys? Yes. Because if you look at it, guys, Travis Kelce is going to be gone next year. This is his last year. Mahomes is going to need more playmakers, right? You're going to need more playmakers to come up, around him, just like the Bengals are doing with Higgins and Chase, and just like the other teams are doing, like the Eagles are doing. With their team as well. Mahomes, I know he got Rashee Rice and Worthy, but again, after that, you got Juju on a 1-year deal, Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal, and these two guys are injury prone, so you don't know what you're going to get from those two. So, yes, you should draft a wide receiver like every year, like Lou said. Every year.
In what round, though, sir? In what round, man?
It doesn't matter what round.
It doesn't matter what round. What you mean? So the first round, we go at WR in the first round.
Yes, we are, Dre.
Man, what the hell?
It's the same
thing. Well, I don't know about that.
I don't get it.
All right,
I don't get it already. I don't get it.
All right, guys,
everybody's kind of sick of this argument.
I'm not sick of the argument. I'm not sick of it because, damn it, I want to know why. Why? Now, he said 1 year.
This is a man who's blessed with T. Higgins and Chase. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, so here's the thing. All right, if you are set at quarterback, the Chiefs have put themselves in this luxury position where most drafts they can go best player available. So this is the time to do that, right? And if you're going to continually add weapons for Mahomes and you're not going to overpay for wide receivers, they have to come through the draft. And if it's every year, you keep pushing it out where you're paying a controlled amount of money for those 4, potentially 5 years if you take them in the first round. So that's the idea behind doing it that way. They've shown that they're really not all about paying big money at wide receiver. How do you do that and stay relevant, stay explosive? You do it through the draft.
So guys in the comment section, do y'all agree with Lou saying? Do y'all agree with Lou going WR and Gold Jacket Hense over here? Now Gold Jacket agrees with Lou. They're talking about wide receiver in the first round. Do y'all agree? I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Do y'all agree?
First of all, Lou did not say take it. He said the best player available.
Lou, you said first round. They're available, right? First round, right? If they're available.
You twist it into your own narrative every time. I'm done. I think everybody watching and listening knows what I'm saying. I hope so.
I hope like hell they do.
The football IQ we have around here.
I hope like hell they do because he's talking about going best possible position. I'm talking about going trenches. Damn it. We see what happened with the Eagles game. God damn it, it wasn't the wide receivers.
Well, he's not saying they're going to be. Shush. I'm
you addressed that line early. You addressed that line early.
He's not saying you're taking a wide receiver.
You do realize you can only play 5 offensive linemen at a time, right?
That's all right.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know.
Just keep picking more.
We can't keep putting band-aids on this damn line, man. Shit. Can't keep doing that shit.
What they said, what can we expect?
They paid a free agent a decent amount of money to play the position.
A serviceable amount of money. Very serviceable.
Yeah. What can we expect from Travis Kelce this season? What can we expect?
Well, the rumor is that he's lost some weight, and if you watched him on his podcast, it appears that that's the case in some of the pictures with him and Taylor all over the place. it's my understanding his goal is to drop between 10 and 12 pounds and come in a little bit faster, come in a little bit leaner, and really just kind of put everything he has into the offseason to get in the best football shape possible. It's gonna be interesting to see, with a leaner Travis Kelce, let's say he does shed 10 or 12 pounds and he's still effective and he has a great season. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the last season guaranteed for him, because I'm not sure that's the case, or maybe I just don't want it to be the case. But, I think he's motivated. I think he's coming back for all the right reasons. I think his teammates convinced him to help him along the way. And I just don't think he was ready to have his, Jason Kelce moment and call it quits. So it's just not going to happen. So I don't know. We missed the joke. So here I'm trying to be serious.
I'm laughing at Kareem. He said, y'all arguing with Mr. Take
special teams in the first
round.
Hey, listen, Kareem, if he's the best kicker available, I'm taking him.
Yeah, whatever.
Third of the game. Third of the game.
Oh, where do we go wrong?
No, but honestly, Kelce, to me, it only will be right if Kelce can face the Eagles again. Now, let's say that y'all do go to Super Bowl.
They play him in the regular season this year.
I'm talking about Super Bowl, Nick. Fuck the regular season. I'm talking about the Super Bowl. I want my get back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this is regular season. I want my get back, man. I want to face the Eagles again. That's the only way. If I was Kelce, I would feel good. I said, all right, I went out with a bang. I beat the Eagles. I redeemed myself, and then I can go out in the sunset. I don't want to play no San Francisco 49ers or the damn Commanders. I want to play them, man. I want to play what knocks me off. I want to play what embarrassed me. So I want to face those goddamn Eagles. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, you might get your wish. That's it.
Let's see if we can get the Eagles. If we can get the Eagles there.
Yeah, that's going to be a tougher task than people realize.
I don't think these things exist in a vacuum. I don't think, like, out of the blue he just decides, well, I'm going to lose some weight. I would like to believe that maybe they've had a conversation internally that, okay, maybe we're going to kind of shift some of your snaps to some of the younger players, Noah and Jared Wiley, or if Jared Wiley's not healthy, someone else, so that he can
with John.
Be ready to rock and roll, midway through the season and down, it kind of peak towards the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he not like he blocks a ton anyway, but you don't want him like all slimmed down for a long season.
He's gonna go turn into a wide receiver.
So that's what I'm saying. So if it's just kind of like a team thing and they've kind of understood, okay, we're gonna maybe, like, instead of playing, I don't know what's he play, like 75% of the snaps.
He played too many snaps last year. I think it's going to be closer to 60.
75%. Maybe they cut that down to 60% of the snaps, so he can be leaner and not worry about the wear and tear so much until the money's on the table near the end of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. But I would. Hey, he's going to come out with a vengeance. I'm sure he's sick about hearing that he was a non-factor last year and everything else that he's probably hearing. So he's a competitive dude. He's not coming back just to come back. He doesn't need the money. So let's go.
He come back and face them damn Eagles. Everybody in the comment section saying they don't want to face the Eagles. Guys, are y'all scared of the Eagles? I feel it in my spirit. I feel like everybody in the comment section are scared of the Eagles, man.
Wow, every year is different. You can't assume that they're going to be the exact same team. I mean, you saw, free agency. Now, do all these free agents come in and play as well as the guys they lost?
Right.
Maybe. We don't know. We don't know for sure.
That's a good question, but it's possible.
Saquon had like a career and historical NFL season. Do you really expect him to come back with something even that close to that?
You know what's crazy though, Lou?
Maybe they end up having to throw the ball a little bit more this year. So
maybe
I'm gonna worry about what the Eagles got.
Maybe they take Robinson after the Chiefs take a receiver. They take Robinson from Nebraska.
I'll put it like this. I'm like Kelce is going to have a good season on the sideline, coaching up the next guy that's going to be in the uniform, and that's the Hall of Famer guy, Jared Wiley. That's what he's going to do. He's going to look good on the sideline, getting his, I'd say,
I'm sure if he wanted a sideline pass, they would give it to him.
Jared Wiley out there just terrorizing defenses from left and right. That's what I feel like was going to happen.
He's a hell of an athlete, though. His potential is high. He's very high. He's potential. His ceiling is high though. So yeah, I like him.
So with that said, let's get right into it, man. We got the mock draft Monday. The guys have put in work, and some boards is out there. So let's go with Lou first. What you have on the board for us?
All right, I've done so many of these. I'm losing track of time and which one did I do when? Let's see which one is up there. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is the second. This is the second one that I did. So anyway, you'll notice some guys that I just can't quit. Now, I don't know that these guys are going to be available in the real draft. For some reason in the simulator they are, so I take them. And I'm greedy that way. But I really like Walter Nolan a lot. And if he's available in the first round, I really like to see him get picked up. Quinshon Judkins could be a different running back as well. I mean, if Travion Henderson is there, I would certainly consider him. So there's other running backs. Omari and Hampton, you've seen he'd be like as high as in the top 12 going to Dallas. And, some people have him out of the first round. So that would be a consideration too. TJ Sanders from South Carolina.
I like him.
Really like his game. He's really versatile. He can rush the passer. He can stop the run. Kyle Williams, I think. I don't know if did he get the gold jacket? I think he's up for a gold jacket.
I think he's up there. I think he's up there.
Pretty sure he is. But here's a guy for UNLV, transfers to Washington State.
Not on my list.
He's very quick in and out of his breaks. He's got straight line speed. He's smaller, kind of like the way the Chiefs like them. So I think as an explosive player in the third round with that kind of our pick, let's say TJ Sanders is the Titans pick. But the next guy, the Chiefs typically don't go small school that often, but I think this kid has a real chance to be one of the best tackles in the draft. Absolutely. And if he falls down this low, I don't think, even if they had the left tackle completely addressed and they were sure they had a left tackle, I would still take him just from the value perspective and having a guy that can play swing tackle and so forth.
I like that move right there.
So then the seventh round, I'm looking primarily for guys that have a chance to become starters, but more so, can you play special teams?
Yeah, that's right.
So Tyler Batty is an edge rusher. I like just everything about his game. Obviously, he's got some weaknesses, but at this stage of the draft, I think you're going with upside and can he play special teams? Now, he is lanky enough to do that. He has some speed, so we'll see what happens there. Another small school kid from Villanova, Isis Waxter, really good corner, but he's playing at a lower level. So is this another Joshua Williams where, that next step is a little bigger than they maybe expected for him? But I think he's got all the measurables, very long arms, over 6 feet tall. I think that he would fit in well. And then Cody Simon, I can't quit this. He was, I want to say he was the defensive MVP, defensive MVP for Ohio State in the Rose Bowl and the national championship game.
Yeah.
A lot of range as a linebacker. He may even be able to play some strong safety because of his size. I think he's like 6'2", 229, be a little bit bigger safety, but you can certainly, in some of those schemes that Spags comes up with, I think he would be a solid fit. And Tobe would just love him on special.
Yeah, G-Pick said, hold on.
Everybody gave Lou in a chat. They said Lou has an A for his mock draft, and they said Mango has an F. They said,
come on, no. All right, let's go with Mango's draft. Kevin Banks Jr.
Said on the board.
Hey, real quick. G-Pick said, hey, from Georgia. He said, I don't give a damn who the hell comes off the Georgia's line. I want anybody from Georgia, man. I feel you. Georgia's line was stacked, man.
I like Mango's list a little bit, but go ahead and go over Nick. Since you want to
all right, well, I'll see if I can see here. Kelvin Banks Jr., obviously, we've talked a lot about him.
That's a good one.
Offensive tackle. Darius Alexander, another guy I think we all like, defensive tackle. There's your wide receiver in round 3, Jalen Royals. Solid guy, can make plays. I think we've talked about Elijah Roberts before, the defensive end. I think he's got some good skills. Damian Martinez, don't know that much about him, running back. And then the 7th round, I mean, he takes a Kansas kid, so it's all solid for me. Tim Smith, defensive tackle, Mello Dotson, cornerback, and Cody Simon, linebacker, for the 3 picks in round 7. And I think you've got 2, maybe 3 starters there eventually, and that's what you want out of your first round.
Banks is definitely a starter. Banks is definitely a starter. That's a good
option, guys. I just get the sense he doesn't make it to that pick. I really don't.
Yeah, probably not.
That's just the thing. I mean, just in my mind, I just don't see he or Simmons making it that far. If one of them does, then you got a decision to make. I think I would strongly consider it. But again, that's why I went with Grant in the 4th round, because I think he's got all the measurables. Everything. He played
Grant got everything. He
tough kid. He really showed out at the Senior Bowl. So he kind of showed his wares against the bigger school dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So I still addressed the offensive tackle position. I just did it in the 4th round instead of the 1st.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And Damian Martinez met with the Chiefs. So there you go.
Listen, right now, real quick, I do believe, Lou, I'm proud of you, Lou. That was a great board. You addressed the issue early. You know what I'm saying? I was scared, Lou, for a minute. I thought it would take me serious. I was scared, Lou. I was scared, but you addressed it early and got to the meat, to the bone marrow. And I appreciate that, Lou. So I would give you an A on my board. I would give you an A. Mango.
Really, I don't know if it's just the way I'm seeing it. That it's going to be a heavy defense in terms of where the Chiefs are falling. And I think it's just that's kind of the way it worked out. Excuse me. But,
we'll see.
Kyle Williams at the end of the 3rd round, I thought it was pretty good value.
Yeah, I agree.
But they sent a lot of things about what's his name. That's why he Walter Nolan, man. They saying the workouts and everything else. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely rising. That's for sure.
Hey, G Pick, listen. G Pick, real quick. G Pick said nobody talking about Ty Robinson. Hey, we know about Ty Robinson. We know about Ty Robinson.
He's new to the show.
I know, but we know about Ty Robinson.
He is in the process of being.
The Eagles know about Ty Robinson.
Let's go right into it. Let's go right into my board. My board.
My board.
I'll do it first. I got Ursary. Everybody know.
Everybody know who that is. Yeah.
Ursary is going number 1.
Not a first round talent.
He can say what you want to say. He's a first round talent. He's the guy that's going to be protecting Patrick Mahomes for years to come. Then Nick going to have that jersey. He's going to take that Landowski jersey and throw it in the trash and put Ursary right at the top.
Ooh, that's big.
Then Jared Ivory, I call him Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy from Old Miss is crazy talented. He wears number 15. He's a dog coming off the edge.
Yeah.
Jaden Higgins, I've been liking the kid. I've been watching more of his tape. Drake brought him to me, and I've been watching more.
You're welcome, my good sir. You're welcome.
Hey. I said, hey, you got Jaden Higgins, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy for years to come. Patrick Mahomes, I love that.
Love that.
And Gordon, hey, I love this running back here, man, for Oklahoma State. They didn't have the best offensive line last year, but the years before that, this kid was unstoppable. And Todd Robinson, I feel like is the best D tackle in this draft. When it's all
he's a man. He's a man.
I feel like this kid is 6'6", 310 pounds. I seen this man take up 2 people by himself and throw him into the quarterback. That's what Chris Jones needs next to him. And Jamal Harris, right? Nobody talking about
Amari Harris. Come on with it.
I mean, from Iowa State. That kid is very talented, 6'1", 300. 198 pounds. He's a Spags corner all day long. And Isaiah from Nebraska, I like this kid. And and I got the kid from BYU because I seen him with Andy Reid at the Big 12 tournament.
So my I'll give you a B plus, my good sir, because I like you address Robinson on the line. I like that one. Higgins to me got him in the 3rd if he's there. You got Worthy, Rice. You need guys in the comments. You need a big guy, 6'4", gray hands. T.O. came to Philly with Andy Reid was there, and look what happened. Super Bowl. You dig what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I do believe that was the first 3 picks are phenomenal. Or fucking phenomenal for real. And then, like I said, I like Robinson too because he is a big country stud down there that can get the job done against the run, dominate the run. You have George Robinson, Chris Jones, FAU and men hoop. I'm like what I'm seeing from that board. So I'm gonna give you a B+ on my end, sir. B+.
Hey, it's a passable grade. That's all I need. B for bow tie. B for bow tie.
B for
Go
bow.
ahead, Nick. Go.
That's right. Come on with
All
it,
right, age before beauty. Here we go. Hampton's always there in every one of my drafts, and I'm taking a running back in the first round.
That's right.
He's incredible. If it's him or Luther, shush.
All right, come on with it, Dick. Come on.
All right, whatever.
Come on with it, Dick.
I need control of the engine here.
All right, go ahead, Dick.
All right. Defensive tackle, Deion Walker. I think we've talked a lot about him.
Yeah, he's solid.
Emory Jones, offensive tackle. I really like him. Yeah. My tight end, Elijah Arroyo. He's just the guy I think is going to be really special.
He's a good depth piece.
For this thing. Ricky White, wide receiver. And then in the final 3 rounds, just kind of going on position needs. Jalen Travis, offensive tackle. Glennon Miller, safety. I think they have to address safety. And Xavier Truss, offensive guard. He got a pretty high rating, and he slipped quite a bit. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I think for Mr. Irrelevant, he'd be a great pick.
I'd like Hampton. I like Hampton too. I definitely like. Hey, if you will, Bo, can you put the board back up for me, play?
Go ahead.
I'm like Arroyo to me. That tight end is very to me. He's a good, solid, a great offensive threat. He could run routes. He's very crisp on his routes. I like that move right there. Deion Walker to me and Hense did some research on this guy. And my man got back problems, man. You know, you can't push the pocket that big with back problems, man. So that's a knock. Man, it's back damage, man. But other than that, though, Nick, I do like your board. I'm gonna give your board a solid C+. You know what I'm saying? A solid C+. Yeah. Hey, come on.
I worked the whole 5 minutes on that. I only get a C+.
After you put in, you said 5 minutes. You said the 5 minutes.
But we can't do trades yet. You know, we got to abide by the rules.
Now, can we do trades though? I thought we do trades next week.
I want to do trades next week.
Okay. Next week we do trades. Then you're right.
Demetrio, you just want my Lenny Dawson, don't you? Giving me a trying to lower the price. Hey, email me chiefsblitzkc@gmail.com.
Did we have any from?
We do. We got some. I'm gonna bring in John's mock draft. If you can go ahead and see that, I don't know if I can see. He got Walter Nolan. He traded back with
and whose board is this? A
lot of trades.
Who board is this?
John Harrison.
Okay, John. Okay, John. Okay, John got you, John. Okay, Walter Nolan's good. I like Walter Nolan. I like the second right here.
Nolan.
No, I like him, man. I like him. Jordan Burt, I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, boy, he dominated. He went straight. Damn. Okay, yeah, he addressed the trenches. He did.
Yeah, we love DJ. We love Kobe Bryant.
Oh wow.
Will Shepard, I think we all see is a tremendous 7th round value.
John wasn't bullshitting, was it? Yeah. John went straight trend. I like it.
But I like the trades. You know, it picked up some good value.
Damn. Joe did.
You know, Chiefs get some good value picks. They moved quite a bit. I mean, that could be that could be why, you know, I think Brett Veach could be very, very get more picks. But I like this rendition.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Like he addressed the trenches with the utmost.
You
killed it, John. You killed it, John. You killed it, man. A+ over here, man, from your boy.
Do we have any others?
Keep the phone lines.
I think Winston got one too. I think Winston said he put
phone
one
lines open.
Yeah. I love it, man. Okay, here we go. Winston, here we go.
Weston.
Let's see. Okay, you got Kenneth
Weston
Grant.
Brewster. Got Weston Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this. I like the left tackle he got there.
Jonah Savania. I'll go with that.
Arizona.
Okay. Arizona. Bashal Tootin, running back.
Blew up the combine. He ran 4.32.
Yeah, he's fast. I don't think he's a 3rd round pick, but I'll take it with 2 3rd round picks. Terrence Ferguson, tight end.
Right, Terrence Ferguson. Yep.
Yeah, very solid. Jonas Sanker, again, getting a safety in the 4th round. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be upset by it. Kamen Rucker, defensive end. Ty Robinson, defensive tackle, and Ja'Cory Brooks, wide receiver.
Ty Robinson is rising on everybody's board.
There's a couple of
Ty Robinson
gold
is the guy.
jackets up there.
There are
Now,
a few gold
guys,
jackets in
now,
there.
let's go ahead and get busy. So, what y'all think about this man's mock
I give it
draft
a
board?
B plus. I like the positions.
Everybody
of
need.
God damn.
need. Dude, I'm gonna flunk all you guys out in the final draft. So don't you worry, it's coming. You're gonna get F's across the board.
Come on, hey, man, here's some guys in class like, damn, man, come on.
This is what I got to put up with the youngins.
You can't do it, Nick. You won't give it. You're not going to give anybody an F.
Look.
I'm just a good guy. I like to give everybody. I want to encourage people to improve upon it, to stretch for A's. You know, I do that with my son. You know,
Nick's like that teacher get everybody a project, and you worked hard on your project. You put blood and sweat in there. And get everybody a B.
Effort matters to me. Effort matters to me.
But again, I just mess with you.
Lou, hey, Nick, hey, I love it, though. I love it, man.
Participation trophy, right?
Yeah,
Hey, Winston said he tried to address the trenches. Like, hey, Human John, y'all did address the Chiefs' need. Again, this is going off what we think about the draft because you never know who's going to shine coming out this draft. But I like them from Lou, from John, from Winston. Y'all addressing the trenches. Bo, you addressing Nick. You touched on the trenches a little bit. Hey, I get it. I love it, man. Address the problem early. Yep. I love it, man. Today was great. Today it was great.
Good stuff, guys. Really appreciate it.
The strength of the draft for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
D-line, O-line, and that works out well for the Chiefs.
Cream said, I'm not a big. He says he's not a big fan of going to O-line early. You know, I mean, he's more a safety guy. He's more of a safety guy.
I mean, if you get a special player, again, if one of those, again, Banks and Simmons before the season came in as like arguably the top two tackles in football.
Right.
And maybe they didn't quite live up to expectations as far as Banks goes, but he still had a good year. Simmons got hurt. So, I mean, if you believed in him then, so that's why I think.
Good point, John.
In terms of the talent evaluate, the NFL guys, I mean, now everything that we're seeing is all media generated. And so, again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I think you might see some different grades on some of these guys especially when you see them go early.
Yeah, hey, John made a good point. He said some of these draft sites, man, got some of these players rated like differently. That's what I'm saying. Like I might get my source from this site and Pro Football Focus and PFN and Draft Buzz. Like everybody got people drafted.
They're all
differently.
different.
Yeah,
right.
So like I said, we just go off what we feel like, what the eyes can see.
You know, and some of these guys are talking to agents and they're getting intel and trust me.
Well, the other part of it is that no two teams are going to have the same draft board. In most cases, you may have 150 guys on your draft board because you know that there's no way you're rating guys based on your team, not even necessarily needs, but the types of players that you like. This is a Chief. These are Chiefs, right? So you may have them rated differently than say the Bengals or the Eagles or the Bills. I mean, everybody's going to have a different draft board. I think it would shock people if you started putting teams' real draft boards up to see what we're looking at, media generated versus what the teams have. Right. Yeah. So it's, that's why it makes it so interesting because everybody has a different idea. You see these guys and like, oh no, that's a reach. Well, yeah, based on what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's
exactly. We don't know.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? And a lot. Here's the big thing though. Besides that, it's the character of these players coming out. Because Winston made a
that's
good point.
The part we don't.
It's the character because, like I said, I think on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho, there was like, I guess, what's that guy named from Arizona State, the receiver? Milligan, forgot what his name was. I want to disrespect the man's name. The wide receiver. Yeah.
Tech McMillan. They said that he doesn't do film study unless he's with his team. Like he doesn't go, like he's not really dialed in the film study. So they can put a knock on him on his draft. On a podcast. I don't know the context of the question.
Yeah, we don't know
what the response was. I didn't listen to it, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's not in the contract like Kyle Murray.
If he's this
got jokes, Nick. See, I'm trying. You know what, Nick? Man, I try to spare you one. Nick, but the good point,
if he's this good with limited film study, Imagine when he gets in
That's what Ocho
NFL
said.
wide receiver room, how good
That's what
he's
Yeah,
Ocho
he won't
said,
have that problem in the NFL.
You know, it cuts both ways. But you do bring up a good point. Is we aren't privy to the interviews that the teams have done, and they kind of decide, okay, is this the type of guy that we want? He can have all the measurables. Because we're sitting here saying, well, this guy is 6'6", 300 pounds. He's got all these things. But during the interview process, you learn maybe that he's maybe not as dedicated to football as you'd like him to be, or there's other issues going on, and you just don't know where he's going to be. So
that's true. Good point. Like, for real, it's characters, man. It's your character.
I'll say this, Lou.
I can see what's happening. What?
I can see what's happening,
Have a clue.
and they don't have a clue that Mr. Somebody didn't turn in a board. So you know what you get, sir? You get trash.
You didn't turn in a board?
Day,
No wonder you're trashing everybody else's board.
You get everybody else's board.
Listen, I did.
But you get a trash.
that is the non-participation trophy right there.
Hey.
Thanks to John and Weston for understanding the
double
engagement
trash.
here.
The
And the
assignment that legitimately could take you as much as 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm one of them slow. Hey, listen, I'm one
I
of
think
them
he's
slow
got the
cookers,
wrong
man.
hat on today.
Listen. I'm one of them slow cookers. I'm one of them slow cookers, man. I take my time and I cook slowly. You know what I'm saying? You want the best product when you take your time. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it cook a little too long. A little too long. That's all.
So with that said, man, hey, Wednesday we got a heck of a show coming up for you guys. We got a lot that's happening on Wednesday. And the draft is right around the corner. Draft is right here. It's creeping up on us very soon. Before you look up, it's gonna be right there at your TV or your phone front screen looking at us.
Hey, later this week, you've got the Colorado Showcase, not Pro Day, the Colorado Showcase. So I think, you're going to see Shedeur do things or whatever. I'm not really interested in that, but somebody had Will Shepherd up there as a 7th round pick. I think this kid is going to do some things at the pro to kind of like amplify what his athleticism is.
Right.
And I think you might see, again, from a media perspective, because I'm sure like pro scouts, whatever, they kind of know what he can do. They had so many receivers playing that it wasn't like, outside of Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn, everybody else is just kind of grabbing for scraps. You have Wester and obviously Will Shepherd. He's got some size, speed. So look, I want to see what this kid does at this showcase just to see what his athleticism numbers are, because he could certainly be an interesting project, if you would, in the later rounds as a wide receiver.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely agree.
It's going to be fun. The NFL draft is 4 weeks from Thursday. Hard to believe it's here. Hard to believe the Super Bowl's over. Free agency's all but over. We're into the month of April tomorrow. It's my birthday month. It's the NFL draft. It's the start of baseball. It's just the best month.
Ken said, I just made it. Well, Ken, you made some great takes on some of these people's draft boards, man. I tell you what, man. We know where everybody is. 85% of panel was going all trenches. I tell you that shit.
There we
Be
go.
kind, Ken. Rewind.
Yeah, that's right, man.
So with that said, we'll see you guys Wednesday at the same time.
Peace out.
It's what the eyes can see.